Bill, you in danger, girl. Now, I realize I forgot to do the weekly recap this past weekend, y'all, but I'm gonna do it now. So I did watch today's episode. Today is Tuesday, October 21st. Yes, today's October 21st, and I watched today's episode already. Yeah, so Bill was already in danger last week. He's really in danger because, spoiler alert, Hayley got the I'm gonna just call it the poison, and she put it in his drink. So maybe, I don't know, but I don't see him turning down a drink. A bad cupcake, yes, but a beverage, I don't know. On top of that, I don't know, is it just me? Vanessa's getting on my nerves real bad. She is willing to ruin every single friendship she has for this man. Joey was never and has never been worth all of that. The fact she was like, whatever you're going to say, Nicole already told me, apparently you haven't talked to Nicole. I don't want to hear, Girl, you're doing a whole lot. Okay? What you need to start doing is connecting the dots on how Joey is the reason why your husband is no longer there. Naomi and Jacob haven't been in a good spot for a minute now, ever since she had the pregnancy scare. And especially now that she knows that she's not pregnant. And the whole Jacob was like, you should have told me. Why didn't you tell me right off bat? Whole thing. Obviously, they're not on the same page anymore, which is really unfortunate because I feel like it's very similar. Not exactly, but you know how when we started Beyond the Gates, it was like, Ted and Nicole, they're solid. They're not going anywhere. That's how I felt like about Naomi and Jacob. But of course, it's a soap opera. It's a drama. Eventually, those couples do have their challenges too. I think they'll get through it. But it's just kind of like, if y'all don't want the same things anymore, and we're going back and forth on them at this point for quite a minute now, I don't know. Bill is really trying to deep dive into Andre, by the way. Also, side note, what he needs to be worried about is the fact that his wife is trying to take him out. And also, we do have a potential Eva love interest in the works. Thank you. Because the whole triangle with Tomas, as I said before, Tomas is not worth anything. So if Kat wants him, and she want to fight for him, and they're going to be together, okay, y'all be together then. We gotta stop fighting over him, though. So Eva went. She went ahead. She about to have a new man. We're going to find out more about him this week, I believe. Speaking of Eva, we got to talk about the mom. We got to talk about Dana Leslie. It's quite unfortunate with the whole fire alarm thing, how it was like fire alarm is a sign to Nicole that they're not meant to be together. And I really do think that was like the last thing. Like, we did so much back and forth of like, will they get back together? Won't they get back together? And I really think that was like the final like pull for Nicole. Like, no, I'm drawing a line. I'm tired of going back and forth on this, which is really unfortunate because I was actually like rooting for them to figure it out. Ted wasn't giving up and he was trying to push forward. Yes, Ted is a struggle bus. I talked about this before in my last recap. He gives Dana Leslie a little bit too much time and grace and all that stuff like that. Not necessarily grace, but he doesn't realize how much attention he's giving her, which doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? Even when he's arguing with her, even when he said like all that stuff, you just gotta push her out. Yeah, that's a tough one. But I will say, if him and Nicole are not gonna get back together, June, anybody else? I'm rooting. I don't know. June's been through some stuff, and she's grown. She got her little shortcut with the blonde. I think they'd make a cute couple. I don't know. If Nicole is really done, and I mean, she was already kissing on the best friend. So if Nicole is really done, Ted and June would be really cute. I don't want Leslie to win whatsoever. Her and Hayley gotta go. And speaking of that, Danny's on the path. Danny's gonna figure things out. She's like, Randy, Sammy? Interesting. When Hayley did all that, she made sure that I wasn't there. She made sure that nobody was there. Suspicious. And it looks like in the next episode, she's gonna get somebody to be on the lookout to really investigate further. Danny's gonna be the one to find out all this information. I know that for a fact. From episode 1, she's gonna be like, I told y'all, and I knew it. And I do think, I'm not going to hold y'all, I don't wish bad upon Bill, but he is not a good man. If he really loved Danny, he wouldn't have treated her like dust like that. Let's not forget that. But the actors do have good chemistry. But I wouldn't vote for her to go back to Bill. But I do think that they will get back together after this whole journey is explored. However long this takes, the whole finds out about Hayley, Bill might end up in the hospital, they might end up back together, and her and Andre might be kaput. Yeah. But those are my thoughts. I'm my bad, y'all. I forgot about the weekly recap, so I wanted to do it here with a little extra for, yesterday and today's episode. I will say though, I'm purposely not as consistent just because I don't know the interest. So if you are someone who's interested in me doing this on a regular, let me know. Drop it in the comments.